heard the new governor's daughter is really strong. What do you think she's like?
I bet she's a beautiful and gallant warrior.
They say the Sun family are descendants of Sun Tzu. That must be why they're so skilled in battle.
It's you. I am known as Cheng Pu. I know of you because I serve as an advisor to Lord Sun Jian. I see that you are using your time between battles not to rest, but to sharpen your skills. Lord Sun Jian, Huang Gai, and even the princess have gotten quite worked up over you. There is clearly a good reason for that. Oh, for as much as you gallivant across the land, you seem to have little in the way of ambition. The princess hopes for you to join us officially, but it doesn't seem like her wish will be granted anytime soon, does it? Come to think of it, you fought well against the Yellow Turbans and in Jing province. You were a great help to us all. Huang Gai and I, along with Han Dang, though you might not remember him, are often tasked with such missions. If we could have you on our side, then, well, maybe it's a bit too hasty to consider it. It would be rather stifling to suddenly be surrounded by a bunch of old hands like us. I could take an answer like that any number of ways. Perhaps this means you've a knack for negotiation. I am tempted to rush forward and invite you to join our cause, but my role around here is to keep people from being reckless. Are you really someone we need among our ranks? I'll have to examine your skills closely to decide. Which is why I want to challenge you right here and now. How about it? I'm glad you understand. Then give me all you've got. We will start whenever you're ready. I haven't felt this alive in ages. Have a moment? Behold the brilliance of Cheng Pu.
An opening. Now.
Battle is more intense than I anticipated, but I will continue to fight without complaint. When cruising to victory, it matters not who the leader is. It takes a true general to turn things around in a tight spot. Let's try harder. This is how it's done. An opening. The tables. An opening. Counter attack. Tables turned. Time to act. Officer has been defeated. Right. The enemy officer has been defeated. An opening. Counter attack. Time to act. All my might. Take that. This might do it. Take that. Opening. Time to act. The enemy officer has been defeated. An opening. Bear witness. Take this. Situation. The enemy officer has been defeated.
our forces!
The enemy officer has been defeated.
We're joining our allies. Such cooperation shall surely bring good fortune.
Now, that one will put up a good fight for sure. I'm gonna go see for myself.
Begin advancing.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
They have some nerve. I'll make it my duty to put them down. We march at once. Prepare for pain. Losing solitude on the
The
battle.
enemy officer
You must
has
be
been
good.
defeated.
Let us fight.
Got this. Looking rough.
I can't believe
The enemy officer has been defeated. An opening. Take this. Time to act. The enemy officer has been defeated. This territory is ours.
Who will be the next to cause such death and destruction after those yellow turbans?
Excuse me. Might I have a moment? Right. I am Sima Hui. Some call me Shui Jing, or Water Mirror. I wander the lands, seeking joy in seeing the world, deepening my knowledge, and connecting with others. I knew I had to speak with you, as you have a truly distinct air about you. Something about you reminds me of a newborn child. Yet at the same time, you seem like someone who has fought through much hardship. I'd very much like to find out what kind of person you are. So that is why. Right. Now I understand. But clearly, there is more to you than meets the eye. Fascinating. Well, I would happily welcome you at my retreat, if you can spare the time to visit. I'll be able to inform you of what's going on in the realm, share local rumors, and possibly even introduce you to other visitors. I am sure the journey that lies ahead of you will be eventful. Please, let me offer you some help along the way.
It's nothing but battles and uprisings these days. I'd make so much money selling weapons.
Don't be a stranger.
Oh, Ziluan, welcome back.
You've been rushing about from place to place by the looks of it. Rebellions here, battles there. The world's worse off for it, I'm sure. It's times like these that we need the Emperor to put on a show of force to restore order. Well, if you need anything, I'm here. As usual, things are not as they should be. Capital affairs being what they are, the attendants in the consort clan alike are throwing their weight around to stir up trouble. The consort clan is, to put it simply, the Emperor's extended family. Well, I say family, but they aren't descendants of the throne. They're relatives of the Empress.
By the way, did you know that the current Empress was born to commoners? And her brother, Lord He Jin, is now the Grand General. It really makes you wonder where life might take you.
They are eunuchs who serve the people in the highest echelons of society. It's an esteemed profession, but, well, I wouldn't want to do it.
Once you become a eunuch, you can't really go back to living the way you were before.
Oh, is that right? Then don't let me keep you. Rest for as long as you like.
Let's begin. We are to suppress the insurgents troubling this land. Let's go. All troops, advance! Formation apart. Take that, comrades, the time has come to show the results of our training.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Grand General Jing would be here. Grab what you can and run.
Start the advance! Fancy title like Grand General doesn't mean he can stop us. I'll give him a thrashing! Oh my God! Start the advance! Push things
the enemy officer has been defeated.
Guard down yet. Mild bandits. It is high time someone of rank taught you your grace. Take this. Take that.
The enemy officer. He won't.
Someone, help! Please, help us! We lack the strength to protect the village.
Let's go. We cannot leave the commoners to their suffering. Go and assist them right away. Let's start the advance.
You may not be able to make it through this.
The enemy officer has been defeated. Grab everything you can carry. Make sure to take all their food and valuables.
No, please! We'll all starve to death!
Time to act. The enemy officer
The world belongs
has been
to the
defeated.
White Wave Bandits now. The government's pitiful armies are no match for us.
Start the advance. Brace yourself.
Your help is much appreciated. The village is now safe.
Let's go.
This was supposed to be a quick raid. No one told me we were fighting the government.
mere numbers.
Seems Yuanshu's reinforcements are late. Perhaps they have encountered resistance.
Can't believe this.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Words cannot describe your ability. Let's go.
My power alone is insufficient for a comeback.
You're just in time. We're about to begin the counterattack. They're witnessing my Amazing.
We cannot succeed. The enemy officer not without been defeated.
Government scum. Out of our way.
So many of them. We might need some reinforcements. Even Suli province has been ravaged, despite it being close to the capital. The commoners must be worried. Someone must right the wrongs of this chaotic world. Someone worthy.
The enemy officer.
We march at once!
Good work. This area should be secure now. Let's go. We'll advance as well. Let's march!
Hey, what are you doing here? Not getting past us that easily.
I see the enemy has been wiped out. But I will send my army forward.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Let's go. Cannot hold out for much longer.
Officer has been defeated.
This unfortunate disease is out. Rip-rap this close to the capital. I, Yuanshu, shall handle this. Let's go.
You've come. Now our superiority is unshakable.
Damn! Government reinforcements! This is hopeless! I'm out of here!
Our strength has started to grow. Let us continue to exercise caution. From here, we can take the enemy by surprise. Jiling, go and prove yourself. I will march on and demonstrate the greatness of our army. Waiting for this.
You'll keep me amused, I hope. Come on, what are you waiting for? Let's get this fight started!
Gotcha!
This appears to be as far as we go. My power alone is insufficient for a comeback.
You are a true warrior of the Three Kingdoms. This is our chance. Break the enemy formation with an ambush. There we go. time. I'm about to begin the counterattack. Let's end this
situation. Ambush. Been had completely.
Let's go.
Damn it. There's no use fighting here. Fall back!
I have defeated an enemy officer. Bear witness to my power. This territory. The enemy officer has been defeated.
Troops, attack!
Let's start the advance.
Let's go. Halt! We must assess the situation.
Trust in me. And now's the time for our attack.
Stand your ground. Reinforcements will be here soon.
Looks like we made it. Don't tell me you were thinking of giving up.
Enemy reinforcements. We must stop bolstering their numbers. Take out their stronghold. The enemy officer has been defeated. The enemy officer has been defeated. The path we must walk is set. Onward, everyone!
Payback for ya! Can't believe this.
The enemy officer has been defeated. I challenge you to battle. Prepare yourself. I shall put an end to you with my intellect. Take this.
it started!
Can't believe this.
The enemy officer has been defeated. We're finally here. Time to cause some havoc.
You'll keep me amused.
Take this. Raise your light. Nothing quicker than this.
Here's the resistance is futile.
Do it like you mean it. No time for idleness. The enemy officer has been defeated.
And retreat!
Nothing quicker than this.
There we go!
My power alone is insufficient for a comeback.
You're just in time. We're about to begin the counterattack. It's not over yet. The enemy officer has been defeated.
This appears to be as far as we come.
Your aid is truly welcome. I reckon we are all in the dead now. Concentrate.
Can't believe this.
The enemy officer has been defeated. Nice try. Take that strike. You have amazing. The enemy officer has been defeated. Don't let it go to waste.
There we go! Harsh as things may seem right now, I will not accept defeat.
Take this!
Take this! Take this! Take this! Take this!
I've been waiting for this.
Can't believe this.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Cannot hold out for much longer.
You sensed our difficulties. Now that you're here, we shall eliminate our foes.
Here we go. Take this!
Gotcha!
There we go. Can't believe this.
The enemy officer
officer has been defeated.
You have amazing talent. Now, don't let it go to waste.
Been defeated.
Too complacent. Allow them to get the upper hand.
Time to end this.
Can't believe this.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
And should be on.
Pull back. There's no point in risking our lives here.
Servants of the Han, well done. Bandits never had a chance.
Hey, I know we had orders from Lord Jian, but do you really think letting them go is the right choice? How do we know if roughing them up was enough to put them in their place? Next time, they might attack innocent travelers.
That might be true, but we can't just go against the Grand General's orders, can we?
Yeah, I know that, but still. Suli is right on the Emperor's doorstep, and yet the whole place has gone to hell.
You gave it your all, but you couldn't run forever.
Anything valuable you have, we'll be taking.
Oh, hey, you! So beautiful. Hey, over here.
Cut that out. Focus on the job at hand. First, the old man.
Take this!
Wait! Yes, that's it. Damn it. Don't make this any harder. You bastard!
We haven't introduced ourselves, have we? I am Wang Yun. This is my daughter, Diaochan. You have my thanks, Zluan. Ah, so it really is you. I heard the name mentioned while the yellow turbans were still running amok. Black clothes with a crimson sash. You looked the part, so I went with my gut.
So you were the one that turned the tide during the rebellion. That explains your impressive skills on the battlefield. I still have much to learn, I assure you.
I may not look it, but I served as the governor of Yi province during the Yellow Turban Rebellion. But amidst the chaos, the attendants with connections to the Yellow Turbans managed to soil my name enough for me to be deposed. The attendants are mere servants, yet their influence was enough to rob me of my position in such a humiliating way. The shame is unbearable. I've been traveling the land ever since, searching for a way to put a stop to the attendants' corruption, and for men of character to help me do so.
My father has lost his position as governor. Together, we are but a man and his daughter with little power between us. That's why we need someone we can rely on.
At this very moment, the attendants are scheming to bring even the Imperial Seal into their despotic grasp. If nothing is done to stop them, the world will once again fall into chaos. Zluan, I must ask you for one thing. If you have not yet chosen a lord to serve, could you travel with me as my guest for a time? The attackers from before aren't the only ones after our heads. The attendants have sent assassins as well. I don't believe that they can defeat Diaochan, but the burden is too much for her to bear alone. You will? Then you have my thanks. Once again, we are in your debt. We will reward you accordingly in due time. Very well, then. You can start by escorting us back to the inn. I will tell you more about our plans later.
Oh, good. You're here. I just took a message for you from someone who said they were with Wang Yun. They said Wang Yun is waiting to receive word from a collaborator, so he wants you to stay here in town for the time being. Also, he has some business to attend to in town, so you should feel free to go and ask him if anything is unclear. I'm not sure what this is all about, but please try not to put yourself in too much danger. I can't cure you if you're dead.
Did you hear? They say the Emperor's in poor health lately.
I am so grateful that you have agreed to help my father. Our fates are now bound together. If you have any worries or misgivings about what lies ahead, let's talk them over now. He took me in as his daughter, but I am also his student and a loyal servant. My father is trying to root out the corruption that the attendants have inflicted on the world. I am merely the sword that clears the path to his goal. If you wish to know the whole truth, perhaps I should first tell you how my life began. I was born in a small mountain village. It was decided that I would become a spy, so I underwent training. But one day, a large fire broke out in the village. That was when I met Wang Yun. I had nowhere to go, but he took my hand and led the way. He trained me to be the weapon that would rid the world of corruption. When my father first met you, he saw something in you. The way you walk, the way you fight, he could tell that you were different from the others. He saw it in me, too. Is that so? Then I will not inquire further. In this world, some things are best forgotten.
Did you hear? Word is that the Emperor has passed away. Is it really true? Then who will rule the land now?
His Majesty is. We should go to my father. He might be able to tell us what's going on.
I see. So the news has already made its way through the city. I've just received word from Lord He Jing in the capital. It seems that the rumors of the Emperor's death are in fact true.
The world is still in disarray. The death of the Emperor will only make things worse.
Lord He Jing's letter also included an invitation for me to join him in the capital. I suspect that he may take this opportunity to eliminate all of the attendants in the capital at once. Yes, it is none other than Lord He Jin, Grand General and elder brother of the Empress. As such, he is essentially the head of the consort clan.
He wants to rid the world of the attendants as much as we do. The enemy of my enemy is my friend, as they say.
But if the Grand General has already taken action, then the attendants will be making moves of their own. In any case, I must hurry to Luoyang at once. Diaochan, I will need your protection.
Yes, Father.
I actually have some sympathy for Cheng Pu. Remnants of the yellow turbans could be hiding out anywhere. It keeps me up at night.